that's the sound of 5 packs. I have 4 of them, including this overhyped pack that we'll get into towards the end. But I have a bunch of 5 packs that I found at Walmart, and I'm like, you know, I want to do a video on these. These are kind of cool. And yeah, we're gonna start off with this one. Hot Wheels Remote Adventures. Features 2 unlicensed models and 3 licensed ones. Obviously, we're gonna take a look at the unlicensed ones first, because the unlicensed ones no one cares about. I want to start off with Hyper Rocker. This is an unlicensed model that debuted in 2019. And it is in... It almost looks like a Hulk. I don't know. Like kind of like a Marvel character car, it kind of reminds me of, or something like that. It's got those wheels and kind of like a copper lip, kind of a tannish bronze kind of side here. Hyper Rocker graphics on the top. That's the only graphics on this are on the top. Yeah, it's a model. It's a... Get out of here. All right, next one in the pack is Off Duty. Actually, I kind of like this one. This is kind of a cool casting. I like the wheels on it. This kind of star off-road wheel. I like the graphics on the side there. They're kind of white. What would you call those? Like, I don't know. It almost looks like skin. Like you look at your hand and it's like a fingerprint pattern. It's got a ENG on the side. I don't know if that's a designer or whatever at Mattel. It's in matte black. It's kind of cool. Unlicensed, so not many people care, but I do like the Off Duty. This debuted in 2014. I think it's pretty good. I think it's solid. But I get it if you don't like it, because, you know, not everyone cares about unlicensed stuff. Okay, Ford F-150. This is a model that has been in 5-pack purgatory for a while. It debuted in 2015. And its last 2 releases were in 5-packs. It was in like a zombie 5-pack, whatever. And then the other one was a Speed Blur 5-pack. And now it is in this 5-pack with kind of brownish, muddy wheels, which I think is kind of cool because they did give it some mud splatter on the side. Expeditions on the side, 4x4 F-150 badging there. And with 5-pack models, you typically just get 2 Tampo passes. Occasionally, you will get 3. But a lot of the times you just want the side graphics, because that's what you're going to see in these 5-packs. You're not going to really see the front or the back. Yeah, it's alright. Next one is going to be the 2019 Chevrolet Trail Boss LT. Debuted in 2018 in like a red. I have that first edition. I didn't pull it out because I just didn't. It's gotten a few... It's actually gotten a lot of mainline releases. It's gotten some store exclusive releases, and we're seeing it here. Gosh, look at the gap between the wheel and the fender. That is actually, and with the chrome, it looks kind of goofy. There's the back. It's got like mountains on the side with kind of a gray scratch thing. Actually, the graphics are pretty cool. I do like them. There's like depth to them. You can see there's even like some blue printing there. There's the front, the massive grille of this. I think it's cool. I actually like the graphics. I think they're very interesting. All right, and lastly is going to be the Ford Bronco. Kind of the reason why I bought this, because I like Broncos. I really do. This Hot Wheels version of a Bronco is just simply not it. Personally, I do not think it's it. It is in kind of a cream color. It's got the brown wheels, kind of make it look like it was mudding, like the F-150 there, with some side stripes and also kind of an orange lip on the wheel with the Bronco. Nothing on the front, nothing on this side, nothing on the back, just the side printing. I just did not like the way this came out. I think it sits a little too tall. I think the front is also not as detailed as it could. Actually, is Bronco printing. I've never noticed if they actually, if this is new. Did they just always have the Bronco printing up front? I don't exactly remember. I'd have to go back and look. But there's that. I never noticed it. I guess just because every version would have that printed in. But this is solid. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of the casting. Okay, there's that one. That's kind of a bit of a mid-pack. These are mostly aimed at kids. There's some that are aimed at collectors, and we're going to get into those pretty soon. Here's a Hot Wheels Drift Pack. This one's just hitting stores now. Also, here's the trick. You want to kind of peel open the top of a 5-pack. You want to kind of get it open. You want to slip your finger right here and then just like run it across. Like that. Just don't give yourself a paper cut. Watch out. I think I gave myself a paper cut. Did I? No, I didn't break skin. Okay. Another pack. And there's one unlicensed model only, not two this time. And this is the last unlicensed model we will look at. It is called Drift Rod. Debuted in 2013 as a plastic body metal base model. Whatever. Okay, moving along. Oops, I accidentally flicked it out of the way and it slammed into the Fast and Furious Camaro. Looks like it's fine though. All right. Let's do the Dodge. Let's do the Charger. So the Dodge Charger drift car debuted in 2010 in mainline. Actually, pretty much all these debuted in the mainline. And this actually got what is this? What is this? There's like a... I don't know. So debuted in the mainline, obviously, and it was retooled in 2016. 2016, they retooled this because originally the spoiler was it was actually a separate plastic piece, and they molded it as a part of the body to reduce costs of the tooling. And yeah, they did a police version the next year in 2011, and that's a version that we've seen a lot. We've seen the police version, which basically is this. It has a light bar on the top and a push bar up here. And it's been a while since we've actually seen this version. This non-police version has not seen a release since 2018. So it's nice to see it come back. Obviously, all these are made in Indonesia. That's where they make 5-packs. Blue wheels, got some graphics on the side here. Not too terrible. It just has side graphics, no other tampo passes, which is the standard for most 5-pack models. Some will get a third pass. Actually, the next one we're going to look at does have a third pass. This is not bad. All right. Next up is the Mustang, the custom... What is this called exactly? I threw the pack over here, which has all the names of the cars. This is the custom 2012 Ford Mustang, and it came out in 2012. How about it? I actually like this. This looks good. It is in yellow. It's got the kind of copper 10 spokes. It's got this cool black graphic on the side with drift, and it does have the top printed. And there's Gyri, whatever that means. More graphics. I like this one. This one actually looks cool. I think the third tampo pass gives it some character. This is obviously a custom Mustang, so it's got a big spoiler in the back. It's got it's got a wide body kit, very customized. But I like this thing. I think it looks pretty cool. Actually, I like it. You know what? What's Hot Wheels? Actually, the black right there says Hot. Well, here, oh, well, that's kind of goofy. This side, it's Hot Wheels Drift. Here, it's Drift Hot Wheels. I think they should have moved this possibly over here. Or maybe they wanted it to be like symmetrical or whatever, but it's kind of goofy. I do like that though. All right, Viper. The Viper debuted in 2010 and it got retooled in 2015. You know why they retooled it? Because the wing was a separate piece. So they made it a part of the casting. It's gotten quite a few releases. This thing has, what color is that windshield? That is a yellow windshield with a green interior. What are they cooking? Copper rims. It is in a nice purple. Viper badging, Hot Wheels graphics, SRT, Dodge, Leeway logo there. 3. Yes, it is a Viper. It exists. If you like Vipers, as I drop it, then cool. If you don't, you don't. It's okay. Will I keep this? I don't know. Here's the reason why you probably bought the pack is the Toyota A86 Corolla, I think it would be, yes. So this casting is the oldest of the bunch. It debuted in 2006. It's a very old casting. And it got frequent releases up until 2015, because that is around the time when Hot Wheels lost the Toyota license. I think, actually, I don't know when they lost it. I think it was actually later on in the 2000s. But, like, some point in the 2010s, like, mid to late 2010s, they lost the license for a few years. They got it back at the end of the decade. And they've only released this casting twice since. They released it in a Tokyo Olympics 5-car set, and then it was in a 6-car Japanese set. And I think the reason why they don't release this anymore is because they did a A86 Sprinter Trueno in 2020 in Boulevard, and that casting is just, I think, infinitely better than this one. This one's not bad. No back rivet. It just slots into the back there. It's got all of those people there on the bottom. I recognize Leeway. And then that's the only person I recognize. And then all the other names I don't get because I'm not a Hot Wheels insider. Its color's cool. The interior's red, which is interesting. I like the color. It's kind of tealish color. Looks cool. I think it's solid. I think it's the reason why people are going to buy this pack is for that model. All right. Well, it was inevitable. Yeah. Fast and Furious. The Fast and Furious 5-pack, which I think a lot of people are buying for one car, and I think y'all can already see what car that is. We're obviously going to look at all of them, and we're going to save the one that people are probably most interested in for last. Because why not? Alright, so this pack I have had a lot of trouble finding because it gets scooped up instantaneously at the store. I never really cared because this was basically just like a re-release pack. Or it's just Fast and Furious rehashes for the basic line. But anyway, let's start with this one. Reason why is because it's a pure repeat. This is the 1970 Dodge Charger RT. Debuted in 2011, and this is its 10th Fast and Furious release in both premium and basic. This has been released a ton. And yeah, it is. There's literally nothing new with it. It is just another version of the Fast and Furious Charger. Who cares? I certainly don't. Let's do the Chevelle. Chevelle is a little goofier. This thing, okay, this casting actually debuted in 1999. It is a very old casting. And this is its 5th release as a Fast and Furious model, at least for this version. They did do a red one in basic. Actually, it's in the main line in 2020, and they did it in the Fast and Furious Premium Series. They also did the Chevelle in the Fast and Furious Premium Series and re-released it. And it's also, and yeah, but this is actually a new version of it. This gray Chevelle with these grayed out wheels. It has had these wheels before, but they were in chrome. Now they're in gray. And also the color's a little different. This is a bit of a gunmetal gray. It is a matte clear coat, very dark gray. Some versions are dark gray, but it's like a gloss clear coat. Others are matte clear coat, but it's like a lighter gray. It never has had like a consistent color of gray, but yeah, there it is. Chevelle. It's a new variation. And that's about it. Okay, the Mustang. This casting originally debuted in 1998. It was retooled in 2010. And this is its 5th Fast and Furious release. And you guessed it, it's a new variation with the PR5s on it. It has not been released with these wheels before, but now it is. It does get 3 Tampo passes. It gets the top, and it gets the side. I like the color. This is its 2nd time in a Fast and Furious 5-pack for basic, so, you know, that's pretty fun. And, yeah, there you go. There it is. Cool. All right. Okay, this one's interesting, actually. This is the 1963 Aston Martin DB5. Now, the DB5 in Fast and Furious is interesting because this is the first time we've seen a basic version of this. This casting debuted in 2014 and has only been released in a Fast and Furious line one time, and that was 2020 or 2021. It was like late 2020. It was that premium version. But every time that this model has come out, like in basic, it's mostly been like a James Bond car, because this is the stock look for the DB5, and it would have like the James Bond plates in the back and all that stuff. But this is the first time we're getting a Fast and Furious version, which is basically just a stock DB5, basically all like the 2 billion of the James Bond releases, just the license plate is not there. But I mean, if you're a Fast and Furious collector, this is a first for you. First basic release for a Fast and Furious DB5. It still is just a regular DB5, but I mean, at least you have that. This debuted in 2013. This is the 5th version of this orange one, and it is a new variation. It has been released with these wheels before, with this exact style, obviously it being completely chromed out. But that version had taillights and no headlights. Now it has headlights and no taillights. I like the headlights version with no taillights better because the taillights are still kind of printed in, so you can kind of imagine them being there. The headlights is just, you just get left with like a flat surface. Yeah, this Supra's been done quite a bit. However, they've done 3 other Fast and Furious basic Supras. They did a kind of a tan one, they did a white one, and they recently did a black one. So yeah, Fast and Furious Supra. It's a car that exists. I don't know. I just don't really care too much about the Fast and Furious movies, nor do I care about those dated decos. Okay. Oops, I dropped it. Yeah, this 5-pack. Oh, do you want to find it? Try and find this. I checked Kohl's. Because typically I get like 5-packs from Kohl's because they sell them and they get them first and people don't check. But I had a hard time finding this 5-pack. Same with the Fast and Furious one. They were just kind of getting gobbled up everywhere. I checked Walmart today. It's like, oh yeah, they have them. Let's see if we can get this thing open. There we go. Slide the finger down the middle and there we go. All right, I'm gonna kind of go in a goofy order with this one. Basically, whatever order I feel like. And I'm gonna start off with the Nissan Fairlady Z. Actually, the model that made it on the packaging here might be the least interesting model. This came out in 2016. They also have like a Datsun Fairlady. There's also a premium version of this casting. I think that's a little different. It gets 3 tempo passes. So you have the top done up in this black deco with the roundel with the 80 within it. Kind of these BRE-esque striping. You have the chrome-lipped wheel there, which I think looks pretty cool. And I kind of like it. The bumper here and the taillights are part of the interior piece. So you do have the brake, Nissan logo on the top. Looks pretty good, actually. I do like this version. I think it looks pretty good. It's a nice metal flake orange. Looks good. Looks really good. Oh, mine's got a little chip on the spoiler. That's fine. Datsun 620 is next. Here we go. This one only gets 2 tempo passes. Boo-hoo. This casting debuted, it says 2013 on the base, but it actually came out in 2014. It has gotten a whole litany of releases, including a Super Treasure Hunt release. Actually, I think that one got a... Was it the Datsun or the Nissan that got the Super Treasure Hunt release for that casting? I don't know. This also got like 1 premium release, and it looks pretty good here. It's got the kind of copper wheels. It's got some striping on the side here, some aggressive diagonal striping. 72 dots in there, like the number. Not bad. Might be my least favorite from the set, but it's still pretty strong. It's pretty good. This whole 5-pack's a win because it's all Nissan. Let's do the Silvia. This came out in 2020, and I can actually count the amount of versions this model has had on one hand. 5. Came out in 2020 in the main line. Got a recolor. It was in a KW livery, which is based off an actual Silvia with KW livery. It got recolored that year in a dark blue. The next year it got a clean red version. They recently did the KW version again, but as a premium and team transport. Now we have this 5-pack version. It's got like an indigo base. I don't know why. Taillights and side deco. I like you get the taillights and the side deco. That is really cool. Red-lipped PR5s. It's got the white and blue striping. It is in a nice pearl white, blue windshield. I think that says Hot Wheels in Japanese. You have Dima, Hot Wheels Graphics, Leeway logo. Someone else who I don't know because I don't get all these name drops on these cars. This might be my favorite from the pack, or one of my favorites. It's really good, mainly just because you got the taillights. That's a pretty good deal. That's pretty nice. That's actually really nice. Okay. Let's do the R32. This casting has had a long and storied release. or run or whatever. It debuted in 2019 in the main line. And around the same time it came out, a premium version was actually 2 premium versions. There was an HKS version. They did the black version in Fast and Furious. It's got a Super Treasure Hunt release. This is only the 4th time it's been released with a plastic base, because most of the versions of this model came out in premium. This one's nice though, because you do get the taillights. You get the taillights in the back, and you get the top. So you have this really cool stripe with all these logos. Leeway, Racing, HKS, Sparco, Hot Wheels Graphics, Nissan, Hot Wheels. Very nice model. Like the grayed out 10 spokes. This might be the best one of the mix? Possibly? I'm not sure. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. It's very good. There's also this one, which is really good. This is the Hakoska, or the long name. What is the long name? Let me flip the pack over. The long name is the Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTX. Most people just call it the Hakoska. This model debuted in 2011. Last year it was known for getting a Super Treasure Hunt release, which I actually found. I found that Super. It's a very nice Super. Purple version does not get the tail lights. I guess it's fine. Nothing on the front, but it has headlight cover, so it doesn't matter. You just get the side, but it is pretty cool. It has the silver stripe, the reflector, the Hot Wheels logo, and the Skyline badging. Interesting wheels on this. It gets the white lip. It's got the black lace wheel with a white lip, which is a very interesting look for this car, and I actually quite like it. I think it looks really cool. And this whole 5-pack is just a slam dunk by Hot Wheels. Like they sometimes, like every year, they'll have like a collector orientated 5-pack. And this is definitely that. It is very good. Not a single miss. Everything here hits. Whereas the other ones were kind of inconsistent. But that is it. I just want to open some 5-packs, talk about them, show them off. Really like this one. I'm glad I got it. Maybe I'll find an extra one so I can keep it in the box. I don't know. But that's about it. See ya.